And we're live on KBLP with American Horror Story, the unReal story with Lori Wood and yours truly, Denise Harris. And thank you, Chris. Shout out to you for that intro. Thank you so much for doing that. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, that was great. Thank you so much.
Nice and creepy.
You know it.
Just like what was asked for.
You know it. He's good at it. And if you guys missed his Freak Show Friday night, Freaks in the Basement, please listen to it. I was on the floor laughing so hard because according to him, this is American home shopping. So glad you could join us. It was hilarious. I absolutely loved it.
Now, was this towards the end?
Kind of 3/4 of the way through. It was just hilarious. Every show had something, and Rockin' with Lori was Robin with Lori.
Robin with Lori?
Robin, like robbing. Robin with Lori. The Boom Corner, of course. Oh, you have to listen to it. It is hilarious. But anyway, thanks for joining us tonight on AHS. We're going to... Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Thanks for joining us. And thank you, Jasmine. This is your first night with us.
Yeah, glad to have you.
Yes.
Okay. Last week we left off with Jimmy. He went to the Mott's mansion to retrieve Dot and Betty, and he realizes that Dandy was a masked clown, a captured children, and was the one who was going to saw Maggie in half. So, and the twins leave Dandy after Dot learns that he read her diary. Jimmy confronts Elsa for selling the twins, but they tell Jimmy he misunderstood, and they lie for Elsa. Ooh. But she wants to blackmail her for 50% of the box office returns. So, what else happened? Oh, yeah, Penny returns home to tell her father she's moving out, but he knocks her out and tattoos her.
Oh, God.
That was...
Not only tattoos her, but... gives her a forked tongue like a snake, like a serpent, and grinds her teeth down so they're all like sharp. Turn her into a total reptile is what he was trying to do.
Yep.
So nobody would want her.
Exactly. Her head and face were totally tattooed. So that was just so cruel.
But
so
little
cruel.
Did he know that she would have a place to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then we have that the twins realize it's not worth separating. So they vow not to get the surgery done. Del, he attempts to hang himself because of what he did to Ma Petite. Oh, I wanted to kill him myself for that.
Right.
Absolutely. I wish he'd have succeeded. But he's saved by Desiree. And Jimmy's too drunk to perform for the housewives at the Tupperware party.
Right.
Oops. And he sees hallucinations of Ethel, who tells him to get over her death and move on. Jimmy leaves. Dandy shows up, and he claims his car broke down. And he murders a whole group of women. He gouges out their eyes and leaves them to float in the pool.
Yes.
I'm like, wow, pool party.
Right.
Ooh. Regina confronts Dandy, tells him she has contacted the police about her mother. But Dandy openly admits that his murderous streak. I think she's just bragging, you know?
Yeah.
So, and Regina comes back with Detective Colquitt, and Danny promises the detective $1 million if he kills Regina. And without a blink, he shoots her in the head. Boom. He's $1 million richer. That didn't take much, obviously.
No, I guess maybe the cops back then were...
Yeah, in the 50s,
Yeah, they were easily on the take.
Oh, easily. Yeah, obviously. Boom, he didn't even hesitate. Jimmy goes back to the caravan. Dot and Bet are waiting for him. Dot declares her love with Jimmy and says they can live happily together, and Bet agrees. But Jimmy declines, claiming he's in love with somebody else. It's like the world turns on here. As he exits the caravan, the police show up, and the corrupt detective arrests Jimmy for the murders of the Tupperware party women, the one floating in the pool. And the last thing you see, he's going away in the police car. So that kind of recaps episode 9. Fun-filled episode there. Good old Dandy.
Yes.
He's a trip. He's such a trip. So that's fun in the sun there, that's for sure. So
right, and that's pretty much how that episode ended.
Right. So, moving on.
Orphans.
Yep, orphans. Go ahead, you can start on this one.
Well, from what my understanding is that the rumors are true. The seasons of American Horror Story are all connected.
Oh, yes.
Which we kind of get that idea. The Orphans episode shows an almost tender, heartbreaking depiction how Pepper went from this year's Freak Show to the asylum in season 2.
Right. I think my girl get to the back.
Go ahead.
In an episode of Pepper, not to make a pun, with attempts at redemption, Elsa tries to do the right thing by Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
And ultimately fails. This is just like a synopsis of what the episode's about, and then we can get into it.
Right.
Each one.
Yeah, again, she's trying for redemption. She's always doing that.
Right. She tries, but she always fails miserably.
Yeah. But she does such horrible things in the meantime, you know?
And Maggie confesses her true reason for joining the show, but it's possible her change of heart comes too late, at least for one freak.
Right.
So,
I'm just so tired.
At the very beginning of the episode, it was like so sad. Pepper discovers her soulmate Salty has died in his sleep, presumably of a stroke. She is beyond
it's only a half.
Consolable.
Right.
So and at this point, Elsa's had about enough of Stanley, the Hollywood scout.
Oh, yeah.
A.K.A. Richard.
You got it.
But he gives her a telegram, finally summoning her to L.A. And then Stanley offers to take care of the body for her. And then we see Stanley hacking off dead Salty's head and arriving in the Morbidity Museum in a glass case next to the body of Ma Petite.
Yep.
The man I'd like to just boom.
Yep.
So, You can take over.
Okay. Yeah.
He has to be Stanley. Has to be the most slimy character.
Oh, definitely.
In this whole, but I will say one of the wonderful things that we got to see in this episode is the wonderful Lily Robb.
Oh, yeah.
So I was happy about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love the way Elsa always tries to redeem herself. Always. And
yes.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Jessica, like every episode, she's trying to redeem herself. It's crazy.
But I don't know if she's actually...
I think she gets afraid for her own soul, and so she tries to do something, but it's not working. She's done such horrible things. I think it's almost beyond redemption.
Yeah, but I think, to me, I don't know if she's trying to... maybe she's trying to, redeem herself, so maybe she'll get the couple points on her side so she'll become a success.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But...
yeah, during this episode, Elsa reveals when she first moved to the U.S. and worked as a, chorus girl in a carnival.
Right.
And she, according to her, the freaks weren't treated as they should be. But, look the way she's treated her own.
Right.
So, she wanted to make a business and a family of her own. Well, bravo.
Yes. Bravo.
Yeah.
And she found Pepper in an orphanage, and she said, my first monster.
Yes.
She called her first monster, but she said she loved it.
Yeah. She was. Elsa recalls Pepper needed something else, and she recruited Ma Petite then to act as Pepper's child.
When Ma Petite arrived a couple weeks later.
Right, so that was kind of crazy right there in doing that. You know what I'm saying? Here, I got a child for you. You can call your own. But Ma Petite wasn't really a child. That was kind of twisted there. And
she manages to get Ma Petite from the Maharaja for 3 cases of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, go figure that one, huh?
Yeah, that was just like amazing. That was just like ridiculous.
Yeah, so, and then Salty comes, and who becomes Pepper's husband. And,
so they have a nice little family.
Yep. So, realizing Pepper has no one now, Desiree suggests returning Pepper to her elder sister.
Played by Mare Winningham,
yes.
Whose character is absolutely no better in this episode, in this season, as she was in Coven.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, yeah. For 2 different reasons, but still a pretty loathsome kind of person.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, you touched on Stanley taking Salty's body. He would have the